Here we go. Say hello, everybody.
Hello.
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 Prepare for launch.
Another night fording in Rhea.
Yes. Yes. Check message. Planet launch, please.
One moment.
Landing coupler disengaged. Please
What command did you just issue there, Scott?
Planet launch.
And that's different?
It's different from regular launch because if I'm launching from a planet, I want all my pips to engines.
Ah, okay, yeah.
And if I'm launching from inside a base, then I want all my pips to shields.
Alright, yeah, I got you.
Traffic warning. Be on the lookout for other vessels in the area. Clear ahead. Be careful out there.
Super Cruise.
Frameshift drive charging. 4, 3, 2, 1. Engage.
I hate when you get a message pertaining to a mission and then you give up the mission or finish it and then you can never get to that message. You just have a 1 there forever.
Oh, yeah.
That's very troubling for I'm going to have to log to make that 1 go away.
Yeah. Of all the bugs in Elite, though, that's a pretty minor one.
Yeah. Yeah, I'd
Unless
rather
you have OCD.
I do, but I would rather have the 1 than be murdered by skimmers.
Yeah, that's true. Who knew skimmers could be murder hobos as well?
So, would you ever recommend somebody buying the ASP Scout or the Diamondback Scout?
For long-range trips, I actually switched from an Aspex to a Diamondback because they lowered the mass of that thing, and I actually, when I transferred over my engineered parts from the ASP, I actually got more light year travel out of the Diamondback, so that's the one I've been sticking with.
That's with the Diamondback Explorer, isn't it, though?
Yeah, I'm asking like
The scout ships.
Yeah, I'm asking under what circumstances would you recommend somebody buy a Diamondback Scout or an ASP Scout?
If you need to go scouting,
To be honest, I've tried neither of them, so I really can't tell you. I'm sure somebody has found a PvP use for either or both of them, even if it's just to be a troll.
I've never experienced that either. So either of those two.
I'm pretty traditional in my ship orientation. You know, asps, FDLs, pythons, anacondas.
Yeah, I'm thinking about getting a Diamondback here soon to do the 5,000 light year trip.
Nice little ship. That's what I use the Explorer for, the road to riches. Engineered it to go all lightweight. Don't have any weapons on it. I lightweighted the sensors. I only took 2 heat sinks with me in case I got too close to the stars when I
One
did
moment.
the fuel scooping. I think I get a max of 52 light years out of
3,
that thing.
2,
That's with the obviously
1.
the grade 5 FSD. But again, I also lightweighted, so it took a lot of the modules off, so that helps you gain a lot of light years.
So I've got an interesting issue here. I've got the Sirius permit, and I'm allied with them,
Mm-hmm.
but I still haven't gotten the invite from Marco Quinn.
You might want to log out and log back in again. Mode switch. Doesn't always pop up immediately.
It didn't pop up for me immediately either.
Oh,
Hello.
Hi Drake, just a warning, Scott is streaming, so we're on the air.
Roger, from Australia.
Drake, I love your weapon recommendations.
FLC is a very international group.
You like the weapons?
I
Good
love
job.
the weapons. They changed my life.
Fantastic.
Did you actually blow somebody up with them?
Not a player, but I did drive off a Fer-de-Lance pretty quickly, thanks to those
good.
new weapons. A player Fer-de-Lance pretty quickly.
Nice. Do you have a pilot in that thing as well? You have a fighter support?
Yes. Starport services, please.
Or do you fly without it?
I do have a fighter. I'm sorry you couldn't hear me. But yes, I have a fighter, and I have a pilot.
And lots of serious guns. Or at least that's what you're going to tell everybody.
And yeah, those guns are serious. I used them undermining, and against NPCs, I'm just a holy terror. I'm a horror movie. I'm Jason. I'm Freddy.
All right, I get the point.
I'm that
You get-
doll.
Charles, when you get comfortable with those weapons, I'm going to change them up for you.
Okay.
Oh. Doesn't want you in a comfort zone, Scott.
What weapons did you go for? Fixed, obviously.
Not all fixed. It's a lot of gimbaled with one fixed that I am
Okay.
slowly becoming accustomed
Fixed
to.
plasma accelerator.
It's the fixed is a pulse laser.
Oh, okay.
Is it a pulse laser? It's a laser.
It would be a burst.
It's a burst
I
laser.
wouldn't let you have a pulse.
Set timer for 30 minutes.
30 minutes on timer.
I've been thinking I need to start practicing keyboard and mouse. Play on a controller and it's just not good enough for fixed, and it's just not good enough. But it's so much easier to play with a controller.
I use a joystick, but I need a new one. It wants to pull to the right all the time.
Which joystick are you using right now?
It's a cheap one. It's the Logitech Extreme 3D Pro.
Yeah, I haven't heard the best about that one.
Isn't that a really old one? Or?
Pretty old. It's pretty old.
I thought that was. If I may make a recommendation, I've had nothing but good reviews for the Thrustmaster Warthog.
The Warthog doesn't have yaw on the stick though, does it?
No, it does not. I do
The
have pedals.
Thrustmaster.
Yeah.
The Thrustmaster, I think is like X. I think that one has yaw.
Yeah, because the Warthog is literally the A10. It's like a replica of the A10 control stick, right?
Correct, yes.
Yeah, I hear it's chunky and robust and just really solid. I suppose like the A10.
Yeah, when I must admit, when I use it, I feel like just that one little bit more of immersion in the
Yeah.
game.
My only problem. Go ahead.
I play on a laptop, and I travel around a fair bit with it, so a joystick and throttle it really isn't an option for me. And pedals, it's just it'd be more shit to put in a bag, and I just couldn't be bothered with it. Controller's about.
Controller?
Yeah, Xbox controller.
Yeah. I've heard good things about the Xbox controller.
It's not precise enough.
No,
No,
you won't
FA
get
off.
that. You won't get that from a controller, unfortunately.
Yeah, FA off and gimbal and fixed weapons are just. I mean, I do FA off quite a bit with it, but it took a lot of practice, and it does go a bit wild sometimes, just because you don't have the sensitivity in the sticks. But I've mapped the controls so that unless I'm actually typing in system to search in the Galaxy map, everything's on the controller. It's a bit of a nasty mapping, but it works fine. Once you get used to it, I suppose, because I put it together, it works for me. The reason I say I should, learn to play keyboard and mouse. I remember at the start I tried when I first got Elite, and I found it really difficult to fly. And then I plugged in the controller, and everything just worked. And I thought, oh, this is nice. And I got comfortable. Whereas I should have learned keyboard and mouse, because I've seen people flying, in videos doing PvP with it, and it's so much better.
Yeah, if you just want I suppose the more
Prepare
accuracy.
for
yeah,
launch and
keyboard
plot a
mouse.
course to bookmark 6.
But I suppose if you want the more relaxed feel, sit
Plotting
on the
a course to
couch,
bookmark
or
6.
Walk around the room and
Course to
whatever,
bookmark
then
6
then
plotted.
That's when the controller gives you that
Yeah.
flexibility.
That's true. I mean, I would probably, I think if I did go the keyboard and mouse route, I would probably use both. I would have the controller sitting there, and if I was just flying around or docking or whatever, I'd probably use the controller. But
Launch
for any serious combat,
1 moment.
Yeah.
25 minutes on timer.
Landing comfort is engaged. Clear for
Landing
departure.
gear retracted.
I'll put it down as a long-term goal, which I'll probably never get round to. Pretty good at procrastinating stuff like that.
So if there's a Thrustmaster X that does have a yaw control, you can twist the handle.
Yeah.
Okay, because I need that.
What about the 1600M? Does that do it as well? I think I know someone that uses the 1600M.
Friday, we are clear for warp.
Cruising.
But don't be put off by the twist. To your
Say proceed once no
if
longer
you're-
mass locked. Or cancel.
If you're sitting down most of the time playing at the computer, get yourself a pair of pedals with the Warthog. It's,
I couldn't be comfortable that way, and I'll tell you why.
That's fair.
Every chair is too low for me. I'm 6'5", and even my chair is all the way up, and it's still lower than it would have to be for me to sit comfortably.
Yeah, that's unfortunate.
Engage.
Yeah, check out the 1600
Hells yeah,
and see if that
Commander.
does as well. And then give you 3 choices to choose from.
Frameshift drive charging.
Yeah, I don't know how much the 1600M is, but I know that the Thrustmaster X is 60.
4, 3, 2, 1.
It's only 60?
Yeah.
I was thinking it was like $200.
Nope.
Well, crap, I could probably afford 60.
Yeah, that's the one with the joystick and the throttle, right? And they're like, they come in the box connected, if I remember right.
Yeah, that's right. But you can split them out.
Yeah.
How much separation can you get there?
As much as you want.
Fuel scooping.
They have 2 separate cords.
Hmm.
They just clip in to one another.
Oh. Like the sound of that.
Drivers? Any driver problems? Stu was saying something. I think he said he had a Warthog and he loved it because he just plugged it in and it worked with no driver issues.
Actually, it's $50.
Sci-tech, isn't it?
Even better.
4, 3, 2.
So Scott, are you making your way to where we are, or are you still doing your mission?
I couldn't find any good missions at Carter, so I'm heading to,
This way.
yeah.
Okay. Any viewers on your stream yet?
Heading to Sagittarius A.
I have one.
Fuel scooping.
And in checking to see if I have one, I almost went right into a sun.
That's the dangers of drinking whiskey and streaming and playing and being distracted.
There's risk in everything, Brantford.
And smoking your cigar.
Yeah.
Forget the cigar.
Yeah, I forgot the cigar
20 minutes
too.
on
That's
timer.
so terrible in the cockpit. I don't know how you're not dead already. Quite honestly. Maybe in real life too, for that matter. Anyway,
I don't know.
carrying on.
But
I'm just giving him some. I'm just throwing him some salt. That's all.
I got salt coming. Warp speed.
Frameshift drive charging.
Love each other in the FLC, don't we?
yeah.
We're all
Somebody
one
get me
big
some
happy
tequila.
family.
I could do with some salt.
Yeah. Oh man.
3, 2, 1.
I actually have sticky blood, so the whiskey is therapeutic. It thins my blood.
Oh, well, that's good to hear.
The cigars, on the other hand, I cannot justify because they thicken my blood.
Yeah, well, you know, you gotta have a vice now and then, right?
Fuel scooping. Fuel scooping complete.
Oh yeah, there's that joint project between Federation and Empire Scientists
Oh yeah, I just read about that.
According to
And
Cal.
Alliance too.
and Alliance. Interesting.
Wow.
Yeah, I think they're calling it Aegeus. Or
Yeah, just that's right.
Copy that. Going live. Stand by.
Target's up.
Fighter
The
online.
galaxy is upside down. Federals and Imperials and
Yeah.
Independents all working together. There's something wrong there.
Flight assist.
Gotta be a bug. F-Devil fixed it in 2.4.
Let them fix the docking bay computer problem with the skimmers dropping in the sky first, and then I'll be happy.
Flight assist off.
I like the suggestion that the skimmer rain was a Frontier testing Thargoid bombing runs
Oh wow. Yeah.
for 2.4.
Argoid bombing runs.
maybe those were Thargoid bombing runs. You never
Yeah.
know.
Well, yeah, exactly. Maybe they've taken over the skimmers. You know, it's their way of messing with us.
Target is history.
Cancel red alert.
Roger that, Commander. Let's bring the fighter back home.
Scan detected.
Now, for that Aegis thing, is it like a community goal where you have to take stuff down to them, or is it just in the news?
Friday, target.
Yeah, it's just in the news,
Fighter,
Doesn't
target.
say
my
anything
target.
about.
as far as I know.
Okay, so there's nothing going like take supplies. to
Roger
attack
that.
the targets or anything like that.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Interesting. I wonder if you can go see
Red
it,
alert mode.
or is it off
Copy
limits
that.
to people?
No, I don't think they have any actual like physical thing yet. It's just a
I haven't looked at Galnet yet. I'll have to look and see what it actually says.
it's a short little article.
Target's up system.
Approaching the destination. I just wondered if you were in the area, Ozzy,
Target is
or
history.
Yeah, I'm just waiting.
you're just leaving.
No, I'm just
Cancel.
just waiting to land.
Roger that.
At the
Proceed to
destination.
Fighter recovery.
Looking for skimmers. Yep.
Ah, yes. Okay. So you'll be updating the totals there before I do. Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
So I'll be the most recent, unless Scott is in the general neighborhood as well. But
It'll take me a while.
okay.
Yeah, I think next week they'll be doing a community goal for it because it says Aegeus will soon establish its first research outpost in the Pallades Nebula.
Retrieval
Hmm.
complete. Ship is locked down.
Interesting.
Warp speed.
Frameshift drive charged.
15 minutes on timer.
Then all the gankers will head down there.
Well, not all of them.
I do like how quickly they got the rum done.
3,
Nobody can argue with getting some rum in the game. The actual like taking the rum there was finished before the combat support for it.
fuel scooping.
I'm gonna finally put some good thrusters on my Python.
Oh, I've heard. I haven't done it yet, but I've heard if you get the G5 dirty drives on it, it makes quite a good difference.
I can attest to that with my Python.
'Cause I just recently got this Python, so I was running 60 thrusters.
Oh yeah.
Get the 6A on there.
It'll be like a new ship.
What?
It'll be like a new ship.
Oh yeah.
Fuel scooping.
Right now I'm having to fly it like one would fly a Corvette. Can't really do the turns I'd like to do.
By that, of course, you mean with style and panache.
Yes, of course.
Warp speed.
Frameshift drive charging.
We're already up to minus 14 at CC, so we're not doing too bad for a Friday. On the fording, I mean.
Fuel scooping.
Yeah, somehow we came out of last week with a huge number of CC.
9 something, yes.
908, something like that.
Yes. There was
Absurd.
no undermining. They were all up in, probably all up in Punta.
Warp speed.
Frameshift drive charging.
Yeah, I was undermining in Punta up until the like the hour before the BGS take. And I ended up just under rank 5 for my merits.
Oh, that's too bad.
Yeah.
And then you lose after them.
Fuel scooping.
Yeah. I only had a few days that week to work on undermining.
Fuel scooping complete.
I just got back from a trip. So I'll be okay to go here. And try to put in at least 1,000 merits each day here.
Mostly undermining, I assume?
I know I can with the
10
Python.
minutes on timer.
It's just a little slow with the forts and everything.
Yeah, 250 a time is. It's a little slow.
So I'm saving up for a Type 9 now. After I get these upgrades that I'm about to put on.
To be honest, I went for the Anaconda. I just think the speed at which you turn around is much higher than Anaconda because the jump range is so much better. I mean, yes, you can carry relatively less, but honestly, I think the turnaround time is significantly quicker. I don't know. I've not compared the two, but I just thought I knew I was going to buy an Anaconda anyway, and you know, because at some point I might want to combat fit it. Whereas I didn't see any other path for the Type 9. I didn't see it, you know, as it's just a cargo ship and that's it.
Yeah, I've been meaning to get a cargo ship though, like just a cargo ship. Because I used to be kind of big into trading, but I don't really do it anymore.
The money is made in passengers right now. Passenger missions. They really they buff that and they nerf the cargo.
hmm Yeah, one of my friends right now is really big into passengers. That's basically all he does now.
Yeah,
And,
I go all. The only time I would mix passengers and cargo is like, say, if I was at if I was in one of the planets, or if I was at FLC where they were only MPADs, and I wanted to do a mix of missions to help the BGS effort, I might bring a mix of the two just so I can do both. But that would just be so I could get to the, like, I'm rank 5, right? So 6 missions is my cap influence. So I would want to bring a mix of both so I could do both in case one wasn't available, and I could get to the 6 mission limit a lot quicker. But that would be the only time. If I was just doing it for pure profit, then I'd be going all passengers. In fact, I have an all passenger Conda build actually.
Fighters prepped. Say the word, Commander.
And you can make good money in an hour, basically.
So I don't really enjoy passenger missions that much. I don't like being a space taxi.
Not much different from a cargo mission, though, being a space, well...
Space Uber.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Well, I feel like there's a bit more involvement with trading, though, right?
How much bucks I can get per hour, and right now, passengers are the most bang for the buck. Except, well, I think Road to Riches you can get a fair bit in the hour, too, so... it just takes longer. I mean, it depends whether you're going to go around to the BGS or not. That is more of a grind than getting the actual scans, but if you're just going to dump it at one station, then it's fine. But
Retrieval complete. Ship is locked
I make
down.
stupid money in my Orca.
Hmm?
I said I make stupid money in my Orca. It's stupid.
You drive an Orca for passengers exclusively, don't you?
I do I mix it up. I grab a passenger and I'll grab a cargo if it's there, and I'll land on a planet once in a while in the Orca.
Yeah.
Super Cruise.
Yeah, I've seen some amazing combat fits of Orcas.
I am not one of those. I had no weapons on it for a long time because the top speed is boosted is like 560.
Talking Turtle uses an Orca for combat. He's a ram basically.
Yeah.
And he's very quick. He doesn't get caught too often when he gets interdicted.
No, when you stick, filthy drives on it, then
yes.
you strip it down.
He doesn't have too much to worry about, really.
Just full on armor. It becomes absolutely insane. Yeah, Rensler did a video on it. The guy who did the Get Good guide to
yeah.
the gunship. He did one on the Orca as well.
5 minutes on timer.
Yeah, he basically says, use it for what it is, a big space dildo. Ram it into things.
Friday, dock please.
1 moment.
Core Dynamics, Sierra, Charlie, Oscar. You must submit a docking request before
3,
landing at this
2,
port.
1.
External camera.
Access granted. Cleared for landing.
I think I'll go do some forts now. Let me find out where we need them here.
Just a word of warning. Scott is streaming, so
There, it works better when you turn it off and back on again.
yeah, Scott is streaming on YouTube, so we're
Roger that.
being careful what we say. We don't want any eyes picking up on it.
Mira.
I am not talking about the time that I panicked and killed the hooker. Absolutely not talking about that. And it never happened.
We wouldn't want that broadcast all over the place, would we?
Wasn't me.
No, definitely not. Don't come to Tajil.
Starboard services, please. Repair and restock, please. Check timer.
1 minute left on timer.
How much can you haul on that thing, by the way, Scott?
400.
I can't keep. Is it? I thought it was more than that. I thought you had more in the Corvette than that. Or are you not in a Corvette?
I'm in a Corvette. It's 400. That's. I mean, I could bump it up a little, but I can't get it to 450. So since
Really?
it's
Okay.
yeah, since you can't get it to 450, there's no point in going above 400.
I agree. I agree.
Totally agree. Yeah. Well, if you're rank 5, then yeah. Fine.
There you go. Now we got some serious speed and maneuverability on it.
Zero minutes on timer.
Check inventory.
Roger that.
Thank you, inventory.
No, I'm not crushing. Not at all. Trying to get out. Yeah, but at least I never lost an interdiction with it.
He's crashing a Type 9 into the... Sorry. He's crashing a Type 9 into the dock, not called landing? Oh, okay.
I was doing some stuff.
Cargo hold at maximum capacity.
Rhea, one day, a long time ago, and a commander, his name was Stoned Guy, was leaving in a fairly small ship. I can't remember, it was that long ago. But he literally bounced off everything. I'm not sure whether he was doing it for effect, for comedy, or, you know, that was just him stoned, you know, because he literally he hit everything. The walls, the slot, you know, it was comedy.
Did it look like he had flight assist off, or was it just purely bad flying?
I think it was just terrible flying. No, he wasn't spinning around like uncontrolled. He was just
Prepare for launch and
literally
course to bookmark 7. Please.
strafing into stuff and just bouncing off walls.
Prepare for launch and plot a course to bookmark 7, please. Sorry about that.
Like
I said
that.
it too quietly the first
Bookmark
Plotting
7.
a course to bookmark
Code.
7.
I like the code.
It's awesome.
Course to bookmark 7 plotted.
I couldn't do that. I've got so many bookmarks, it's stupid. I wouldn't know which one was which.
Well, I have all mine numbered, and I unnumber and renumber
sensible.
them as needs change. So if I'm picking
Very
up,
nice.
Yeah.
if I'm picking up, that's always bookmark 6, and if I'm dropping off, that's always bookmark 7.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, no, it makes sense. Just name them right, yeah. That's cool.
Hey, Friday,
What?
launch, please.
1 moment.
Detachment complete. Exit the station quickly and safely.
I gotta go buy a Sidewinder real quick and detonate myself. So I
Already
can
done
get
that.
these bounty hunters off of me.
So, Ronan, where you just following up on your conversation? Where are you? How are you making money for your venture?
Oh, I'm running a few missions.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. When you get allied with some of these factions, they offer you some pretty,
Yes.
pretty missions. Might look into some of the passenger hauling. That might be lucrative.
It is lucrative.
It's fat money, for real, yo.
Is it?
If I remember right, CEOs and celebrities are the ones that give the most money.
Well, yes. Although I tend to stay away from them if they're secretive or criminals, and they're sometimes more bother than they're worth. I usually just stick to this ship 20 scientists here, ship 15 there, and I try to do a same area so that I'm making
Friday, we are
money
clear
at the
for
same
warp.
place. I'll take
Cruising.
the other guys if they're going to the same general place, but I don't like
Say proceed
multiple
once no
passengers.
longer
They don't.
mass
They aren't
locked.
as demanding.
Roger
They
that.
don't lose their temperament as much. You know.
Yeah, I had a Dolphin for a bit. Decided I'd try to do some passenger missions, but decided it wasn't really for me.
And Quince was doing the passenger thing. You know, basically take the passengers out to the beacon and come back. I bought a Beluga and I spent about 2 hours and earned about 60 million and then just gave up. It was soul destroying. I mean, it was good money, but it was just soul destroying. So I still have a Beluga sitting out there, fully fitted, just in Quince. For some,
I brought my Beluga back from Quince. Did the same thing, and I agree, it was very soul destroying.
yeah.
Fuel scooping complete.
Stupid thing was, I'd never run passengers before, so the first time I went, you know, it's like brand new, shitty, just Beluga, you know, mostly derated, very weak shields. What do? I pick up a criminal.
Oh, God.
I come back to the station, scan, boom. I'm thinking that was my first passenger run, and I just got blown up in a brand new Beluga. Unbelievable. Quick.
I like the Orca because the
I just-
rebuy is stupid low if I screw up. And it's made to be a silent runner. In fact, it's got nothing but heat shield.
Fuel scooping.
so it's real good for smuggling. It's a whole different game than running cargo and landing on planets.
Fuel scooping complete.
Yeah, the Beluga's not exactly a silent runner.
No, it is
It
not.
heats up so hot. It runs so hot, and to be honest, even if it was, you'd see it coming from a million miles away.
Charging.
And if you make a mistake, it's probably about as expensive as the Corvette to rebuy. It's probably up above 30 million.
4, 3, 2, 1.
I can't honestly remember what mine was.
Fuel scooping. Fuel scooping complete.
I go to sleep. See you later.
Okie
Good
doke.
night, Halios.
Good night.
Have a good one.
Good night.
Frameshift drive charging. Four, three, two,
If I'm not mistaken, there's 3 of us right now running where we're running, right? Scott hasn't gotten to there yet.
Well, I'm in open, so you won't see me unless you're.
No, but I mean, you're participating with the 2 of us, doing
Mhm.
going where we're going, correct?
Yes,
Okay.
but
Covert stuff.
well, I'm not particularly covert. In fact, I'm extremely public.
fuel
So
scooping complete.
You're
Right. You're
you're talking about the one that you said you were running just a little bit earlier.
Well, anybody who's watching can see where he goes to. When he
Yeah,
pulls
I
up the
mean-
starport services. So,
Yeah.
warp speed.
Frameshift
We're just trying to prevent him from getting killed. We don't really care about us 2, right?
We're not
Right.
really trying to prevent me from getting killed because that was a great stream when that happened, and
Well, you might think so, but
I
that was kind of heartrending for me. I'm trying to come and rescue you and getting shot up with hardly any armor on.
yeah,
Oh,
I
my.
told you not to do that because if they were killing me in the Corvette, then you're just
I was-
looking for pain.
I came in my Python too. I wasn't coming in my A-class Conda either. That's the thing. I was just trying to be a diversion. I did work. It did work.
I
though.
I really do think it worked. Because while they were trying to get you, they didn't see where I was going.
Yeah, they shot me up, but I didn't get killed, so I was proud of myself.
Nice.
Yeah, if you'd gotten killed, I'd still be
fuel
apologizing.
scooping complete.
Oh, it was fun.
I have a low tolerance for guilt, man. You can't do that to me.
Mm. Anyway,
He's a big boy. He makes his own decisions.
That's true.
that's true. No, I just wondered if you had actually started yet, Scott, or if you were still doing other stuff.
Yeah, I started. But my jump range on this ship is only like 15, and loaded down it's like 13. So
Mm.
I have a good
And that's
chance
is
of
that
getting
rank
where I'm
5
going. Yeah.
FSD?
Oh yeah,
Have you engineered it?
yeah.
The Corvette's a pretty slow ship, even with grade 5 FSD on it, right?
Oh yeah.
It's pretty low jump range, yeah. Just it doesn't matter what you do to it.
You'd have to
Oh,
do
man.
well if you did lightweight to the sensors and to the armor. That might help a little.
It starts as bad, and it doesn't get much better. Its hull is just stupid heavy.
Wouldn't lightweight help on that though?
No, but the actual, not the armor, just the hull. You know, the actual core of the ship. So it doesn't, and I always thought the jump drive was underpowered on it in the FSD. Be nice to have a bigger one in it, but hey.
Want to jump really, really far? You could always strip it out, remove all optional terminals, all utility, all hard points, absolutely everything. You rate the lot, and then lightweight and upgrade your FSD, and fly
Yeah.
open around ALD space.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No problem. No problem.
You'll have
Guaranteed to survive.
you'll have a really good frame shift drive jump range. Whether you'll have the time to use it, on the other hand.
I worked my ass off of this Corvette, and now it jumps 18. Yeah, it's just not. Whatever it would take to make this jump farther, it's probably not worth the effort. It's like. I just wish this Porsche could hold 7 more people. You know, you're driving the wrong fucking car. Ooh, an Imperial Clipper who will probably kill me. Here he comes. He's swooping in behind me.
Player? Or
Set your highway.
Yeah, it's a player.
what's his name?
I can't see yet.
Set your highway.
I should. But I didn't.
Yes, you should.
I will later.
Oh, brother. Give me a break, Scott.
Red alert.
I know. Who is it?
Still don't know.
If he's
It's
behind him, he won't
Onion
know.
Man.
Oh, yes.
Oh, that's trouble.
Yes.
Clear of the mothership. Ready when you are. Watch your step with this one, Commander. They got some tricks up their sleeve.
I'm almost tempted. Almost. Come out and help you. As
Don't be a hero.
I'm in where you are.
I don't have anything nearby that can help.
I do, but I think I want to, you know, I'm kind of fully loaded, so I don't think I want to take the chance right at the moment.
Fighter, come on home.
Roger that, Commander. Let's bring
That's a
the
good
fighter back
sign.
home.
He's not dead, but he's way far away.
Well, that's fine. Just head where you have to head. You could put that into the alert for the Slayers. I could do it for you if you'd like.
If you could, that'd be great.
I will.
Warning, shield generator attack.
Let's see here.
Flight assist off. Flight assist.
What's he driving?
Imperial Clipper. Hard points. Super Cruise.
Frameshift drive charging.
Not oppose you?
4, 3,
He may be undermining.
1. Engage.
He might be a good one to kill.
Wubba
quite
lubba
frankly.
dub dub.
Well, he's so much faster than I am that if he doesn't want to die,
Yeah, exactly.
I'll never kill him.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
Clipper versus Corvette is the Clipper's only gonna die if it uses 2.
Shields mode, please.
Maximum power to shields.
Red alert mode.
Mind you,
Copy that.
by the same token, Corvette, reasonably engineered, should be able to jump away in plenty of time.
Yeah, I'm pretty confident I'll be able to get where I'm going if it's just him.
Yeah.
Hull integrity. Flight assist off.
Just watch out for mines.
Under attack. Thrusters offline. Flight assist on.
Oh, he disabled my thrusters somehow. This doesn't seem good.
Online.
Target's up system.
Interdicted you?
Hard points. Super
You've got
cruise.
your high wake set, right?
Super cruise.
Am I
Feel
just
so.
I'm just talking to a wall here.
As you wish.
He's busy. He's busy. Actually,
Wubba
Corvette
lubba
versus
dub dub.
for a low weight would probably do. I suppose that is one of the advantages of.
Well, I
flying Corvette.
put the alert out there, Scott. So whether there's anybody in the salt to respond is another question, of course. But
Warp speed.
Freight
I'm
ship
high waking.
drive charging.
I low waked and now I'm high waking.
nice,
Because another one did show up. So
of course.
Ah, well, there you go.
Did you find out who?
no, I didn't see. I just saw it. Someone else.
You can put it in your. It'll show up in your history.
Yeah, what is it? The
Let's see.
Yes, this is-
channel in your comms.
Onion Man and the Army's Redneck.
Oh,
of
yes, of
There
course.
you go.
Well, I did bring my armor to that control station nearest you,
Fuel
so I could. That will be just a distraction, quite honestly. That's what they want.
I can't remember if I'm an open or not.
Well, if you look at the players, when you hit 2 to communicate with them, if you see the light year distance from you, you're in open. If you don't, you're not.
Just hit escape. It'll
Yeah.
tell you at the bottom.
That's true too. You could do that.
Yeah, I'm in open right now.
It's funny. There's plenty of times, you know, you're mode switching to get missions at the board and you fly out. You kind of think, I haven't seen anybody for ages. What's going on? And then you realize, oh, I've been flying in solo for the last 2 hours. Or vice versa, where you kind of think, oh, I'll just do some quiet stuff in solo, and you're board switching, and then you're flying around, and suddenly you see another commander. What? I meant to be in solo. What's going on?
Cancel regular mode.
As you wish.
Weapon group 1, please.
As you wish.
We'll see if I just put a little effort in, I can live.
A little effort.
So does Hudson have to carry supplies to prep and expand like we do? or are they
I
different?
think they have. I think prep they do. I think expand they do combat, if I'm not mistaken. I think everyone has to haul for prep.
Okay.
Yeah, I honestly don't know.
Hudson has to fight or do combat like the Empire mostly does. Yeah.
Friday, Doc takes.
One moment.
Core dynamics. Sierra Charlie Oscar. This port
3,
operates under
2,
federal jurisdiction.
1.
You must submit a request before landing. Approved for access. Proceed to landing pad 09er. You are
Should actually tell you in the galactic powers.
Enjoy the ride, Commander.
Yeah, it would if you looked them up. Yeah.
Sitting doing nothing. Hold on a second.
So fortunately, I have a plan B.
Fortunately or unfortunately?
Fortunately, I have a plan B. And that's to sit in
Okay.
the starport and get riggedy wrecked, son!
3,000 touchdown.
I could join you and I could do an escort back to help you deliver those, you know. If you'd like.
I'm trying to think of how that would work. Unless you raced in first
Well,
and
no, I
got
no, I
interdicted.
would come back into where, you know, where I could wing up with you, obviously.
Well, yeah, but that part I know how that part would work. But two of us against two of them, and I'm not rigged for combat. I'm rigged for hauling. So I don't think we could necessarily murder them.
Again, I just distract them. It would be better if the player slayers came down, honestly. So, just keep doing what you're doing. I have no intention of interrupting my current process.
Did you ping the player slayers?
I did.
Yeah. Okay.
Thank you for that, by the way.
No problem.
Just to confirm, Hudson does everything via
Interesting.
preps, expansion, and control.
Wow. Interesting.
Starport services, please.
Docking confirmed. You may take depart when ready. Station facilities are at your disposal, Commander.
ALD does preps with hauling, and then everything else is combat, so expansion and controls.
Prepare to stop, please.
It's been so long since I've looked at those. It's frightening.